It's gonna be shorts.
You might have said something stupid like, don't put any plastic near you for the first 2 days before this test. While that's sucking air, should we try another test?
Suck it up. Another pokey.
Yeah, okay, let's do it.
No.
Get the metal rod. Brady, get the metal rod.
No, come on.
Do it.
Do it. Over there.
I want to die.
I have to visually have a clean area.
Tell me you have another dress, by the way.
Oh, I have hundreds.
Okay, can you grab a couple more? No, not you grab them. I meant to grab some for us.
Sure. I'm afraid if I get up, I'm gonna waft bad air because I've been doing some crazy stuff.
Tell me where they are.
I'll go get them.
Guys, if we stall for like another 20 seconds, I think we'll be fine.
No, I'd rather not risk it.
18.
No,
17,
good, thank you.
16.
No, man. Oh, man.
Bad air.
Oh, bad air. You're affecting our test.
No.
What is this? Tassels?
You know, I wish I knew. I thought it was a belt. It's not big enough.
Oh.
What is it for? Oh, it's a toe tag.
It's no, it's
Oh yeah.
It's so you look insane.
What you do with it tells people immediately if you're at a mental hospital or hospital.
Yeah.
There
Hey,
we go.
put this on. Where you put it lets us know where to put you.
Is there another one? No.
Got it. I am Cobra Kai.
Yeah, buddy, you're going to the left over here and get a bunch of good pills.
Is that where the pill? Okay.
You know the pills. Look at this. His test comes back. Your dad's not your father. How could we affect this sample?
Just live.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very excited to give you a 100% Carl-free episode of The Creep Off.
Attention parents, what you're about to see is not suitable for kids. Shoot, it's not even suitable for some grown-ups. You might want to walk away now if you ain't into these type of things.
I'm going to give the people what they want. Sensation, horror, shock.
I'm gonna deliver the goods because I'm alive and I'm not backing down. Cuckoo, cuckoo.
This is very disrespectful.
Hola, Creepos! Welcome to another episode of your favorite true crime podcast, the show about creeps by creeps for you creeps. I'm your host. My name is Vinny. And joining me today, it's not Carl. It's the golden voice of Syracuse. It's Brian McBride.
Hey, I've been promoted. How about that?
If you call being Carl on this show a promotion, yeah, congratulations.
I'm from Syracuse, so yes.
Okay.
I would call that a promotion.
And joining us below, his first time on the Creep Off, a longtime friend of us, McBride and I, it's Kevin Reynolds. Hey, Kev.
Hey.
Hello from way down below.
Buddy.
Great to be here.
I'm glad to have you. We've talked about having you on the show for a long time. We couldn't really make it work with the schedule thing, but for those of you who are tuning in today, some of you are getting this live a day early.
Hey.
If you're watching this at Monday at 1 o'clock live on YouTube, it's a replay. We did this yesterday. Sorry you missed it. The reason why I selected these two gentlemen to join me today is because maybe a decade ago or so, when I started coming up kind of with the idea of what the Creep Off is and its earlier iterations on the old podcast that we used to do, these guys are my favorite dudes telling creep stories too. So to have you both together is like a reunion of sorts for me.
It's great to be back together.
Long history of the show. Yeah, happy to be back. Like old times.
Yeah, for those WATP people, this would be like the equivalent of me bringing on, or Carl bringing on Kevin, the other Kevin, and doing the show with him. This is a throwback, a real far fucking throwback. But here we are, ready to do some stories. Now, before we go too far into anything, I would like to address the situation. Carl's not here. This is easier for me to do it without having to look into his beady eyes and squirrely teeth. The issue is about the point from the live show in Las Vegas. Now, I won. Carl had to wear the t-shirt.
Congratulations.
that I had to pay $75 for.
Did you really win?
Yeah, I paid for the t-shirt, by the way. I want everybody to know that. I'm going to put that on Front Street. I did buy the fucking t-shirt. So, Carl has to wear this t-shirt at the live show. I gave myself a point for the win. And a lot of people were upset about it. A lot of people agreed with me. But we put out a poll, and it turns out that they decided that I did not deserve the point. So I will be advocating the points. The score is 2-0 Carl as of right now, because I'm being fair.
What were the grounds that there's like this doesn't count because it was live and not everyone could vote on it?
Yes, and because it was like a one-off and there was a consequence that was paid. So since there was a consequence that was paid, I'm just going to go ahead and fucking give it to you crybabies.
Oh, bitch, bitch, bitch.
You know what I'm saying about $75 t-shirt.
Yeah,
I
really.
am.
That's-
I certainly am.
I think I'd rather wear the t-shirt than spend $75 on it. I think you're the one who got punished. I think you kind of lost.
I'd rather just knit $75 bills together and wear that.
Right. It was weird. I was with Stoneman623, one of our great beloved chatters, and we were just walking down Fremont Street, and Carl had specifically said this t-shirt. I think he wanted it, guys. It said, "Did someone say gay? ? I'm in," is what the t-shirt said. He was like, "I want that. We should do that t-shirt. Let's get that t-shirt."
I can't wait till Stuttering John uncovers this.
I already, it's going to be in the lawsuit that comes out tomorrow, by the way. Can't wait. Oh, man. So, everybody, I promised you a Memorial Day scum parade, and I'm going to deliver, because I always deliver. I sent you guys a bunch of stories. You ready to talk about them?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
All right.
It's what our veterans would have wanted.
Let's start off proper, because it is a holiday, and it is a scum parade.
Scum parade, take me on a raid of these fucking raids that these creeps have made. Scum parade, Vinny and Carl gonna tell you about some fuck shit. Scum parade, like stories of a kid fucked by his mom or dad, soaking up the blood of a cat. Scum parade.
Yeah, Kev, we have jingles now. It really is. All right, so our first creep we are going to mention, let me pull this up. That is Adarius Taylor, former NFL linebacker turned loser dad. Now, he found himself in a bit of a situation in Polk County, Florida during a sweeping 9-day undercover sting called Operation Fool and Find Out. Fool Around and Find Out was the name of the operation. He's 34 years old. He was drafted by the Browns. He played for the Buccaneers and the Panthers as well. He was a third-round draft pick, I believe, Kev? Third round?
I'm not sure, but
FAU, go Owls.
wow, that's deep. FAU, all right.
Yeah.
Florida Atlantic, yeah.
Okay, so he's back down in Florida, obviously. He's been hit with 2 charges: felony negligent child abuse without bodily harm and misdemeanor solicitation of prostitution. Now, that may alone have gotten him in trouble if he was, just in general. But he got in a little bit more trouble because what he did was he responded to an online escort ad. He showed up at the designated location and was met by an undercover female detective. According to the affidavit, she asked whether he preferred oral sex or sex first. His response was he said he would like a massage. Then I think he realized what was going on in the sting, is the way they make it sound like he realized what was happening. And he's like, "No, I just want a massage." Was kind of like looking around the room, a little uncomfortable.
Smart.
And no, you shouldn't show up. Listen, idiots. You fucking dummies. Don't show up at this stuff. Fucking, it's always the cops. It's never a little girl, and it's always the cops, okay? Remember that when you're all fucking horny online, you maniacs.
10-year-old girls are not super eager to fuck 40-year-old men.
Can you show me what a penis looks like? Bunch of fucking cops eating donuts.
Jackpot.
I just picture him walking in, looking around, going, "Nah, you know what? I just got this knot right between my shoulder blades. It's been bugging me for like a week. We take care of that."
I
Then I'll
won't
be
even
out
take
here."
my shirt off, officer. Wink. Either way, the second he decides to just get up and walk out before anything happens, which probably smart. But he had already broken the law because he had solicited sex and set up a time and a date, and that's against the law. But here's the problem: whether he knew it was the police or not, he probably shouldn't have left his 6-year-old child locked alone in his Ford F-150 parked outside of the hotel.
But you're saying bring the kid with him in there?
Yeah, Vinny, I'm not in favor of this at all. I don't know where you're going with this.
I'm saying bring the child
Sounds like you're advocating bringing the kid
to an adult before you go meet a hooker.
Okay,
Oh,
that's better.
gotcha.
Or have the hooker bring a friend to babysit.
Okay.
There's lots of ways to solve problems, guys. And either way,
Childcare's tough. I mean, I don't have kids, but I know people say it's expensive. It's, you know, and he's already paying for, you know, likely services that weren't quite rendered, but you know.
Honestly, probably
He's
cheaper to
supposed
hire a hooker to do
You're
it.
supposed to pay a sitter on top of that?
No.
In this economy? No.
it
I
doesn't
think
feel
that-
fair. Does not feel right. I think you make a good point. Now, he never mentioned the child during his arrest. So I should point that out. He's never like, hey, will somebody go check on my kid as he's being put in cuffs in the back of a cop car? The child, who reportedly suffers from epilepsy and other medical conditions, was left unattended during the entire operation. The child was later safely reunited with their mother.
How was it realized that the kid was like not? Did he eventually cop that the kid was in the car?
I believe the kid came into the hotel. Have you seen my daddy? He used to play for the Browns.
He's the one complaining about a sore back.
255 people were arrested.
Wow.
That's a good,
That's
good
a
sting.
fucking fuck around and find out.
It's quite the paddy wagon there to pull up with.
Dude, that's a good point. Like, there's got to be a line of dudes being, like, escorted out of this place. How do these people not realize what's going on? Are they taking them out, like, the service entrance?
No, so they're just passing through the line of the people being arrested to see their 11-year-old date. It's like, excuse me. Excuse me, guys.
Like, there's a pedophile bust happening over there, and they see it, and they're just like, oh, I'm glad I'm not that guy.
Whoa.
Anyway.
Bunch of perverts.
Good evening. Hope you're doing well.
So, hold on a second. And not
We're
only
going to
that,
be doing
like
Citizen
I said,
Sleeper.
though, if there are this many people, how do you...
We're also catching
how do you
the
get
Creep
rid
Off bonus
of that
episode.
many? I mean, I know they said it was over 9 days, but that's still a lot of people.
9 days, 200 and what? 50? You said something like
255. That's 20 something a day,
Yeah.
at least. So, I bet you. Okay, I know what they were doing. They were rolling them out under room service carts. Like they would hog tie them and then put them under the room service car and just wheel them out. A cop dressed like a waiter.
Don't they have like discords or something where these people talk to each other and like, hey, what happened to
There
Billy?
we go. It was
He got
dark over there.
arrested. He went to this place.
Who hasn't made that app? The honey trap app. If Carl was here, he'd be like, trademarked. I call that. So either way, he's in for some trouble. Let's keep it
All right.
moving, guys.
My
This
problem is
fella.
I'm starving.
This is
So first thing I
Sean
need to do
Satterwhite.
is
He
fix
is from
that.
Twin Falls, Idaho, and he got himself in a little bit of trouble because apparently he had installed a hidden camera in the sewing room of the home he shares with his wife, who runs an alteration business. Now, why did he do this? His
security.
15
No.
creds.
That would have been the smart answer.
Hmm.
But no, he says to the cops,
Okay.
I wanted to catch my wife doing something wrong.
You call that a hem, Denise? She doesn't know what she's doing.
Yeah. She didn't take it in nearly enough.
Jesus Christ. When pressed by investigators, Satterwhite admitted he was hoping to uncover dirt, maybe an affair, but it said it wasn't his main goal. Yet somehow, he also knew that teenage girls change clothes in that room, guys.
Weird coincidence.
Yeah, do you think that had anything to do with it?
Hmm.
Yeah, well, he insisted that wasn't
Do
his
any of
intent,
these
but that
jobs
story
pay?
quickly fell apart. Police obtained a warrant and searched his phone, where they found photos and videos of a teenage girl undressing, screenshots from it, stored in a hidden app. When asked why he kept the footage, he gave the classic Predator response, I would rather not answer that.
Fair enough.
Goes without
I mean, yeah, why would you answer?
$150,000 bond. His next court appearance will be this week on May 30th. And
Danger. Okay.
I think he just didn't like the way
Wait.
she sewed. That's all.
way to fuck with your wife's business, though.
Yeah.
Like, she's got teenage girls coming all the time. And he's like, huh, I got an idea. I'm just going
Ooh.
to fucking videotape them. It's half my house.
I think
Now
all-
I would
all
like to
older
eat,
folks use
please.
these. I don't know how these phones work, and just start like whacking it. Because at least that gives you some like plausible deniability that like I don't know how any of this happens.
My response would be, it's a camera too? You're kidding. I was just using it for phone stuff.
Like if you're a pervert right now, screen cap your lock screen 70 times. Because that way they'll be like, listen, obviously I have no idea how this thing works.
The show is full of good advice, you creeps.
Just random photos from the front camera where you're obviously not trying to take a picture.
Right.
Just your face at an awkward angle.
Right.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say,
I denounce it.
I'm out on that one. Don't do that. Creeps.
Huh. That's surprisingly good
All right,
advice.
let's keep it moving, guys. I want to introduce you to a gentleman by the name of Twin. Well, that's his street name. His real name is Brendan Lee Jones. He's 40 years old. And he was taken into custody Thursday after DNA results from a rape kit processed earlier in 2023 came back to him. Here's what happened. There was a woman who was living in a homeless shelter at the time.
Oh, no.
She contacted the police in 2023 reporting that Jones, known as Twin, raped her after a car crash. She told investigators the two had met at a food store near Dillard High School, and while driving, they were rear-ended. Jones allegedly fled the scene and was picked up by a friend, with the injured woman still inside of the car. So it turns out this guy didn't have a license. He's out driving. Someone runs into him. Not
So
even
here's
his
the way I
fault.
need to get get in
He
here.
jumps out, runs, and leaves this woman who is very injured in this accident in the front seat. When she the woman who said she was in pain and immobile begged to be taken to a hospital. They came back to the scene with another friend. And got her.
Risky.
Instead, the two men
But I
brought
could
her to
do
Jones's
guarantee.
house. She said she passed out in his bed and woke up to him S.A.ing her.
That sucks.
That's talk about stopping short.
So looks like he was the only one who got rear-ended. Am I right, guys?
Fucking boo. Boo.
Oh, no.
That's a terrible joke. Stop it.
How did... So,
Hmm.
they fled. Then how much time passed before they came back?
I don't know, because I think what happened was this guy fled and he expected the cops to show up. The other dude who rear-ended the car was like, fuck, I don't want to get in trouble, so that motherfucker left. And this poor woman, who, according to her, is immobile and can't move herself and can't get herself out of the fucking car. So I don't know what this woman's story is or what the fuck is wrong with her or what type of mess that she was before the accident.
Okay, so risky, but I get a bonus.
I don't know if it was
risky
5 minutes. I don't
makes
know if
money.
it was 10 minutes. All I know is that when this guy came back, he was
Okay.
like, "I'm not taking you to the hospital." He took her directly to his bed. Come on, Twin.
Was it a twin bed?
It was Twin's bed.
Twin's bed?
Yeah. I mean, she doesn't have a home, so it's.
What the hell is this supposed to be?
Twin's bed.
Boo. No, that's great. Come on. That's what you brought me on for, right?
Yeah.
Fabricate a ship
Couldn't do
mine.
any better. So as she's being
No.
essayed, she told him to stop. He said, "quote I could do what I want.
I have to
Open your
wait.
effing
Alright, I
legs. You
think.
made me crash my car, bitch."
She didn't hit him.
Yeah.
Someone hit him from behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I'm having." I mean, why the nicer way to
Could.
this, Brendan, would have been to say, "Hey, listen, I'm having a bad
Steal
day.
data
You
from
mind?
the rotunda.
Always a gentleman.
You mind? Like, just be polite."
I'd take you home, but you know.
She said she cried through it. Investigators initially.
Negative outcome.
Investigators initially found no evidence at the location. She described an area behind the
Well, that's
KFC
nice.
on Broward Boulevard. Persisted in the investigation. Jones' DNA later matched the sexual assault kit collected from the survivor, which ultimately led to his arrest. Now,
Only
he
3.
also has a little bit of a lengthy record
You
for
bitch.
convictions for robbery, selling cocaine, and escape from custody.
Escape from custody.
Yeah, he's run away once or twice, it seems like.
Just trying to find his twin. Trying to reunite.
He's a Gemini. All right, let's go to Gilliam, Missouri. Now, this guy looks like he's a little upset. Like, he looks like I just got brought in on some bullshit, man, doesn't he? He has kind of a I'm sorry, not sorry
Fair,
face.
yeah.
Nice heart T-shirt though.
He's not pleased.
Healthy heart. Now, would you like
Damn.
to guess what this guy
No
did?
good dice for
Anybody?
today.
He's a bit of a he made a barter deal with someone's mom.
He loved too much.
Where is he there? Missouri he's from, looks like?
Yeah.
Oh, meth.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Hold on.
Hey!
Let's talk about meth,
baby. Let's talk about it, yes, sirree. Let's talk about all the bad things and the bad things meth can see. Let's talk about meth.
He's accused of raping an elementary school-age child in exchange for meth from her mother.
Funny fact, apparently
Mom
Vito's
gave him
on
meth
some
to
sort of
take
synthetic meth.
He gave the mom meth.
Some sort of
to rape
Adderall
her
medicine.
child. A child reported last April that she was sexually assaulted by Thomas L. Gibbs Jr. The victim said that between the ages of 3 and 12, her mother would allow men to sexually
Not that it
abuse her
really
in
matters,
exchange for
but
meth. One of these men was identified as Gibbs. During the interview, the victim described Gibbs' trailer where he would allegedly make meth. She then described an instance during which Gibbs
allegedly
raped her when she was around 7 or 8 years old. When the victim was older, investigators said her grandmother was given guardianship, and she was taken out of that situation.
Hi,
After that, she
Snake.
began to open up about what happened to her, and it was reported to therapists and investigators. Throughout a year-long investigation, multiple witnesses placed Gibbs at the victim's home during the time she claimed she was assaulted. Gibbs was arrested on May 7th at his home. When he was advised that his arrest was for his relationship with the victim, he immediately demanded a lawyer. Makes sense to me. I gave her meth for that. I paid for... Come on!
How's it going for you today?
It was perfect. It was good meth. I gave her good meth. This is an outrage. This is an outrage. Attica!
Buy scrap.
Attica! He's getting dragged out. He remains in jail on a $250,000.
And what, do work?
Hearing is on June 4th. The Chaos Queen stopped by.
Okay.
Hello, Chaos Queen. How's the prairie dog prairie dogging? That's Carl.
Isn't that good?
Everybody. She
Ooh, a noodle
She
place.
recently got a prairie dog. Well, Grant was in Las Vegas with us for Hackmania.
Ooh.
He came home and his wife purchased a prairie dog in the house.
Surprise.
You can get a prairie dog?
Yeah, from Syracuse. She bought it from a joint in Syracuse. No joke.
I can either make money or I can do shifts for food instead of buying food.
Chrissy
Good to
said
know.
he
Okay,
knew
good.
He was
good.
joking. No, Chaos Queen. No, he was there. I was standing next to him in the airport when he found out you were doing it, and he looked like the mayor. From
Gail
Jaws.
spoke.
He was like, just a prairie dog. Where am I gonna put a prairie dog in my house? I don't know. Is it gonna live in a drawer? I don't know.
Interesting.
I watched that. I watched.
So I need a
his face
6 for
react with
this.
it. Nice try.
His name is Carl?
Because I don't want to risk
Should
it.
be. Thing's got his teeth.
Oh.
Got the.
Wow.
All right, let's meet this lovely lady, shall we?
Okay.
This is Jacqueline Papabera. Now,
That's a great name.
we're going to Sacramento, California. One woman's horrifying night on the street
Nice.
turned into a real-life nightmare.
Nice. That was
35-year-old
good.
Jacqueline
Okay, cool.
Papabera allegedly lit her on fire on purpose while she was sleeping. So, this situation happened on April 26th.
Do I have any Havenish data? I do.
Surveillance video
Hello.
shows a car pulling up and pulling a U-turn, stopping next to
Ooh,
the
gives me money.
39-year-old
I like
homeless woman.
money.
The common collected Papabera gets out, holding a canister, strolls over, douses the woman in a mystery liquid.
Ah,
Seconds later,
good.
the victim erupted in flames.
She should have been fireproof.
Nothing?
Ugh, rookie mistake.
I mean,
Not only did she set the fire, but then she kicked the burning woman before hopping back into her car and driving away.
The saddest part is the previous guy was the one who would find her.
Okay, so if I do 3 bad jobs,
Oh, God.
I'll get dropped out of here.
Oh,
So
man.
I want to do this.
mystery liquid.
You liked them well done.
But what do I
You
want to do
made me
this
put
for?
you out. So
Okay, so this
the
is how to
victim
put the
suffered
ship
32
together.
burns across her
Okay,
face,
don't
back,
need to do
torso,
that
and
yet.
arms, and was intubated for 2 weeks, unable to speak, move, or identify.
I don't
the
have any
attacker.
additional data for them.
But when she recovered enough to talk, she somehow named Papabara because they knew each other.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jacqueline knew her for some reason. Nobody has explained how they knew each other, but they fucking knew each other.
Yard clearance.
Yeah. So
That's why the Yui. Okay.
not only that, when she does name her to the police immediately go look her up. This
All
girl is already
right.
in
Okay,
jail
cool.
For, assault with a deadly weapon, and arson. Or no, I'm sorry, unrelated robbery charge. And then
Unrelated.
they realized that what she did, they added the charges of assault with a deadly weapon and arson. Also, she's charged with one of my all-time favorite crimes. I don't know if you gentlemen know this.
Gluttony?
It's my favorite sin.
Okay,
Ooh,
That's
two
my
sixes.
favorite
All
sin,
right.
Ryan.
Sorry.
Nice try, though.
I can perfect
No,
roll
she was
anything.
charged. You ready for this? She was charged with mayhem.
So,
Oh, I love it.
first,
Badass. Pretty
This
badass.
is badass.
I mean, all those.
I believe,
charges
I believe.
Going to me, I'm just gonna accept the mayhem. But
Yeah,
I'm gonna fight the
definitely.
rest of them.
Well, I had to look it up because I wasn't really sure what mayhem is, and I've seen
Fuck.
it before, and I don't know why I never.
Well, I didn't
bothered
believe
to
hard
figure
enough.
out what that actually means.
All right.
It means you permanently disfigured somebody.
Oh, that's maiming.
Mayhem is what they call it.
That
So,
really?
yep. No idea why she did it. Now, here's a question for you folks: what is worse than setting
This
a
takes
homeless
6.
woman on fire?
Ooh.
I'll tell you. It's setting a funny, cool guy on
I already
fire.
have half
Oh,
progress
no.
For
here.
just making funny, cool jokes.
Guys, we cannot have this.
No,
Let's
yeah.
Start a trend. We're in trouble.
We got to talk about this bitch right here, okay?
Yeah, you
this
can't-
bitch is a problem.
You can't start setting smartasses on fire.
No.
I have to wait for
You can't
Sadie.
Nope, this is
Bad
a problem.
Or
This is
Sabine.
Corby G.
Yeah, that's her name.
Walpole. This happened in New South Wales, Australia. She's a drunken house party turned into a fiery nightmare.
I don't
after she
have
allegedly
any
snapped and
ship
lit her
mine
longtime
parts.
friend on fire over a sexist joke. That's Jake Loader,
Oh.
who made the fatal mistake of telling that drunk bitch who was high on cocaine, if you can't handle drinking with the boys, maybe you should stay
Port
in the kitchen
supply.
and make some
Okay,
scones.
okay. I don't have any scrap.
She gets to enjoy the scones too. To be fair, it seems like a win-win.
Everybody gets scones if she
Right.
just goes to the kitchen and bakes scones.
Right.
I could make a trade
Now,
here.
This poor guy, she goes out to the. She
Don't
freaks
need
out,
money
goes
right
out to the
now.
garage, grabs a gallon of gasoline, comes back with a lighter in hand, and she drenches this guy. And then she
Okay.
goes, "You dare me to do it? You dare me to do it?" He's
This
going,
is
"What
something
the
I
fuck?"
want to do.
And she goes, "Oh," and she just put the lighter on him, and up he went.
Oh.
Loader was instantly engulfed in flames, suffering burns to 55% of his body.
Bam.
He was placed in medical
right.
coma for 8 days, underwent 10 surgeries, and spent 74 days in a specialized burn unit. His injuries were so severe that he could no longer safely step.
So
in
I
the
have one
sunlight.
more roll on that
I will
one.
say this though: when
And then
a
here.
girl high on cocaine sets
We're gonna
gasoline
take
on you and
this.
says, "Do you dare me to do it?" You want to clearly say no. No, I do not.
Please don't.
Yes.
Yes.
You see, consent
Mhm.
when you're drenched in gasoline is important.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Don't allow
Now
yourself
what?
to be drenched in gasoline either.
That's a good point.
Because my guess is that
The
she
final
was
part of
one
the winter light. Oh yeah, I
so
broke down
why
the ship.
not
Right,
run?
right.
Why not, dodge, evade the gasoline?
If you don't see it coming, though,
I mean, maybe though, maybe this is just one of those like Fantastic Four, like viral marketing things run amok. It was the Human Torch went wrong.
so other sad result of this, he lost many of his sweat glands.
Ooh,
He's a regular Prince Andrew over
that's
here.
tough. It's hot in Australia.
Now, Walpole admitted she had been spiraling into substance abuse since
Ooh.
breaking up in 2022. She claimed Loader had been antagonizing her throughout the night and that she felt pushed to the edge. He told me to make scones.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's a reason to light someone on
No,
fire. I'll say it.
no,
I'll be the
no,
brave
I
one to
think-
say it.
I think you have to say something at least twice as bad.
Twice as bad.
Yeah.
If he said, "Well, wearing a frilly apron or something,"
Okay.
maybe, but
Oh, light that motherfucker on fire.
right.
Yeah, he didn't say make me a sandwich. He was like, make the party some scones. She's like, that's out of line, bitch.
Well, I'm just picturing too. It's Australia, so he's just calling her a Sheila constantly.
He's telling me I can't work for him anymore because he cares about me. He doesn't want me to get hurt or killed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sure this guy's look at this guy. He's a blast. This guy's a party animal. He's a fun fella. And now he's all fucked up. Nobody wants to go to a party with the burned up vampire guy. Hey, go out and
Well, I
sunlight.
mean, yeah, probably not.
Great, though, now that he can't sweat.
That's positive.
Silver linings.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
What's worse, guys, than setting a homeless woman and a cool guy on fire?
Oh. Uh-oh. It looks worse.
It's allegedly cooking a Chihuahua
Doing
puppy
drive
alive.
failed.
Oh no!
Well, to be fair, if you met a Chihuahua, they're really annoying.
They are
They're
annoying.
very annoying dogs, but I still wish them no harm. Do not cook Chihuahuas.
Don't cook dogs.
Oh,
They're
hello.
not prairie dogs. They're not for eating. We're going to Ardmore, Alabama. 44-year-old man is facing felony charges after allegedly cooking a Chihuahua puppy alive because he was annoyed by its barking.
Put it outside.
Yeah.
Like there's other things to do.
What, like outside on the grill, or?
Well, how did? Oh, did the oven? Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was in the oven. Yeah.
Taco Bell needs a new mascot. How long has that Chihuahua been gone? You should just give him to Taco Bell. Maybe get some free tacos out of it, and you're good to go.
Okay.
You're telling me you can't surrender this thing to a Chinese restaurant?
Can you trade dogs for fast food?
Yeah,
You could
sure
just-
you can.
I didn't realize that was a form of barter that Taco Bell would take.
We don't run in the same circles, I guess.
Fuck this guy. James Williamson was arrested on Monday after officers responded to his residence. When they found what they found was a burned, lifeless puppy. According to the witnesses, Williamson had previously threatened to put the dog in the oven if it didn't stop barking. Moments later, they heard the dog yelping in pain, but didn't grasp what was happening until it was too late.
The dog doesn't know what you're saying.
Well, that's the thing. I know people from Alabama. My wife's family's all from Alabama. There's a lot of dumb fucks in Alabama. I know this isn't exactly a hot take, but I could see some dumb fucking redneck going, I told him to stop barking. I put him in the oven and he kept barking.
Okay.
The person that heard the "I'm going to put you in the oven" and then heard the yelping. Like, I don't know what's going on.
They then wants me to help fix their shit.
Third grade in Alabama, to be fair. So I understand a little bit of the confusion, but man,
I think they teach down there.
I do.
Williamson allegedly followed through with a threat, placed the puppy in the oven, killing it. Police found the remains inside the home and took Williams into custody. He's like, it ain't done cooking. He's been charged with aggravated animal cruelty, a felony under Alabama law. May he rot in hell forever.
Yeah.
Ah,
That's
okay.
a fucked up one.
Yeah. A lot of burning. A lot of burning. It's a.
Is it his Chihuahua? Man.
All right, Fang, what's up?
Oh, it's probably his broad's Chihuahua. I don't know. All right.
Pardon.
Last place
All
we're gonna
right,
talk
sure.
about before we hit some of your voicemails, everybody. Brazil. What the fuck is going on in Brazil?
Oh, the craziest people are in Brazil.
There's a small town in western Brazil. A woman has been arrested for allegedly murdering her husband, removing his genitals, and cooking them into a bean stew in what police are calling a revenge killing.
Bean stew?
According to the local media,
Big bean is
Arcelandia,
stew.
The woman claims she caught her 37-year-old husband watching pornography, which triggered the brutal attack. He was
What?
looking at porn, so she murdered him.
Huh.
Guys, you know how to delete search history real quick while we're at it?
That might be a slight overreaction. I'm thinking maybe.
I think you should
I'm
just tell your
feeling,
wife you watch porn, you know?
That this is definitely an overreaction.
Mhm.
She's accused of mutilating his body and adding part of his sex organs to a traditional bean dish.
What a wacko.
Which she then ate.
I hope she told any vegetarians that it's no longer just a bean dish.
Police discovered the dismembered body near the couple's home after concerned family members reported the man missing. Yeah, he wasn't at the barbecue, but we had some great stuff. This one man brought Chihuahua.
The stew is not vegan friendly.
Yeah.
During questioning, the suspect allegedly confessed to the murder and the grotesque post-mortem act. Authorities have not released the woman's identity or clarified whether anyone else unknowingly consumed the stew. The investigation is ongoing. Now, I got this story from the Daily Mail.
Oh, okay then.
And what the Daily Mail always does, and Carl's brought this up before on the show, is they always go, and by the way,
Sure, why
this
not?
shit just happened a couple months ago, too. Listen to this shit. Just a few months ago in February, in San Paulo, a 65-year-old woman...
I'm about to go jump
Josefa
somebody, I
Lima
think.
de Souza and her partner were arrested after the body of Celso Marquez Ferrara was discovered mutilated and staged in a public square.
Staged?
Yeah. Ferraro's body was found missing his genitals and part of his heart. And there was a bloodstained note was left at the scene, allegedly signed with the nickname Gringa, which police traced to Josefa, and a bloody knife was also discovered nearby. She says she killed Ferrara and cooked and ate parts of his body. She told the investigator she acted out of vengeance because she thinks that he was involved with crimes against children.
She thinks.
Correct.
She
I mean,
thinks.
Now, I am fine with,
it's a better reason than just looking at porn.
Okay.
Then thinking?
What?
Then thinking he did something?
Well, not that, but if he had done it.
Right.
Right. Sorry, Kev. There you go. Oh, those are our scum parade stories for the
what is going on in Brazil?
Memorial Day scum parade. Listen, don't fuck around in Brazil, guys.
And
Okay, they will chop your dick off and eat it.
I do love too that the Daily Mail also provides a nice picture of a nice stew with sausage in it. At the top of their article about it.
Do you remember when the Olympics were there? They had to like tarp off half of the city so they didn't see just the nonsense that happens in Rio.
There's just like a bunch of neon signs as like penis eaters, like just penis eaters this way,
just flashing. And,
just signs of a dude like holding his junk. It's like a walk sign.
What an awful fucking place Brazil has to
Oh
be.
no, it was a
People love
trap.
that soccer team now. It's one of the biggest countries on the planet, isn't it? Brazil.
Oh, Brazil's huge.
Yeah. All right. Who cares? McBride, I think it's time for some voicemails, and they're brought for us by whom?
The Creep Off voicemail segment is brought to you by the city of Syracuse. Now the
Yay!
second saddest part of New York. Thanks, Knicks. See you in Syracuse.
You really
Yay,
cheered me up there. Thank
Syracuse.
you.
You're
Go
welcome.
Pacers. Fuck you, Brunson. All right. You're not Carl. You're Kevin and Brian.
Yep.
Last week we did a story about a situation that happened in a Lowe's where a guy was caught jerking off in a tool shed. That was a display model. And we have a voicemail about it.
Are you them damn kids been whacking off in my tool shed?
Bravo, sir. Bravo.
That was a good one.
A story about a gentleman who
It was
decided
Hank Hale.
inside of some holy water inside of a church in St. Patrick's.
Hey, Ronnie in Syracuse, just wanted to correct Carl. You guys were talking about holy water, and Carl said it's
Okay.
like kosher meat. It's just, blessed by
Yay, we have an
But that's not true.
upgrade.
Water is just water. But for meat to be kosher, there's a lot of conditions, including a rabbi's inspection, not necessarily a blessing, but it's the type of animal, it's the way it was slaughtered, it's removal of blood. There's a lot of things going on there. So just wanted to say that water is water, and you can put it in the urinal in the church and call it holy, but kosher meat is not just any meat that a rabbi says you can eat it. Just letting you know, don't call me back.
I won't. But hold on. You mean to tell me that the Catholic Church is just taking regular water and calling it holy, Ronnie? You're shocking. And you mean Poland Spring isn't from a spring in Poland? What?
Do they have some online store where you can buy holy water for like $40 a quart or something?
Probably.
Listen, I got some out back. I'll give it to you for 30.
Sweet.
I'll give it to you for 30.
It's off the back of the truck.
All right, we got somebody who is nominating a creep.
What's up, guys? I got a creep of the week nominee.
Creep
so
of
I
the
used
week.
to do
Creep of the
jujitsu
week.
with this guy who decided to invade the Capitol. But that's not the creepy part. That's pretty fucking cool.
Please,
he invaded the
I need
Capitol,
food.
Got arrested. Was pardoned by Trump.
Nice.
And immediately got himself sent back to jail because he decided to have sex with a 15-year-old girl and film it. I believe it was the girl who went to jiu-jitsu.
That seems cringe.
So, really doing a good name for the sport there. All right, that's my creep of the week. Thank you. Fuck you. Bye.
Not a good choice. Guy's not good with choices.
No.
Oh,
No, you get a partner. You just run with it and kind of lead straight and narrow.
All right. Do you guys, McBride, do you know who the Olive Garden waitress is?
Oh, of course.
A specific one? No.
Well, she calls the show all the time. She
Oh,
tells
yeah,
us
yeah,
stories from the Olive Garden.
Everybody knows.
She left us a long one, and we'll give it a shot today because
Hey, OGW here. Got a story again for you today, but I want to answer your guys' question. You're missing quite a bit. The
Ooh,
atmosphere.
buy rations.
The atmosphere in an Olive Garden is simply to die for.
right,
But
I'd rather be dead than
the
inside
story
one.
today is about one of the
Hmm.
waiters again. He is like super sexual towards all the waitresses, and
Damn.
he told one of the other servers that he wanted pussy so bad it kept him up at night, and he recently came back to work for Olive Garden because he got fired at his other job for being sexual
I wonder
towards
why.
people and sexual harassment.
Uh-oh.
And I did say come back for a reason, because he got fired from Olive Garden for stalking girls on Instagram.
Oh no!
So yeah, so honestly, the creep of the week is my manager, because why would you knowingly hire someone like that back? But anyway, I mean, if you like
Ooh.
that type of thing, come eat here, I guess. This is alright. But yeah, also book tickets to come see
Here we
you guys
go.
in Boston. Should I wear my serving outfit? Maybe I'll leave
Olive
it
Garden
to
waitress
friends.
is going to be in Boston.
Let me know.
Yay!
Is your Olive Garden server outfit assless chaps?
Whoa.
'Cause if not, no.
Did you hear about their new slogan?
No, what is it?
Olive Garden.
Hey.
Even if we're not family, we're about to be sharing DNA.
Holy shit. She makes it sound so terrible. Yeah, absolutely. You should wear your Olive Garden. You should wear your Olive Garden server outfit. That'd be very funny. Can't wait to meet you in person. I honestly, to God, I cannot wait to figure out what your story is. You're wonderful. Thank you, OGW. All right. We've got so many today. This is somebody yelling at me about our bonus episode we did Friday. We inducted New Jack, ECW legend, into the Hall of Fame. Yeah, McBride, you know. New Jack, out of his fucking mind. And Carl was...
This 3D printer part is talking. That's cool.
And someone is calling to yell at me about my...
Yeah.
Hey, Vinny, it's Podcast Prophet. This one's just for you. Holy Spirit is speaking through me. If you're going to play any of my voicemails, play this one. Who the fuck is Devon Dudley?
Devon, I'm sorry.
Devon, and you said it multiple times in this fucking episode of the
okay.
Hall of Fame induction for New Jack. It's Devon Dudley. Devon, not Devon. It's Devon. Also, you're fat and you cheated. Carl should not have had a consequence if you were getting a point. He completed a consequence after one victory. You are a cheater. Thank you, fucking bye.
Bitch.
I gave him the point back. Jesus Christ.
Strong words.
Okay. All right, here's a suggestion that is just not going to happen.
Okay, play this one, not the other one. Here's a live show idea. Catfish a pedophile. Like, do your own pedo hunt for theater.
Ooh,
Get a
good idea.
pedophile to come to the audience. Like, oh, I'm going to be at this comedy show, and we'll have dinner and ice cream after and all that. And then when it comes time to vote, like, if you voted for Vinny, you know, give an applause, and everybody claps. If you voted for Carl, give an applause, and everybody claps. If you're here to meet a 14-year-old girl, like, go ahead and stand up and applaud. Of course, it'll be dead silent, but you'll have already had a picture of the guy. And be
I need
like,
3
hey,
hunter
you
datas.
forgot your
Okay.
T-shirt. And they'll say something like, I came here to fuck a 14-year-old, but all I got was this lousy T-shirt. Please fucking do it. I will show up to that live show. Thank you, fucking bye.
How am I going to pull that off?
Another $75 T-shirt.
Come on.
Hey.
He doesn't have.
Am I made out of money? Am I made out of money with these T-shirts? No, I don't think I'm going to be able to pull that one
I
off.
think the venues might call you and be like, Vinny, why are you promoting this show with "Come Fuck a 14-Year-Old"?
Who's here to fuck 14-year-olds tonight? Let me hear ya.
Just imagine being at like a big hotel and you hear that coming out.
Okay.
There's people getting like a breakfast buffet.
It's some podcast. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Those are our voicemails. I guess that would make it time for a cop cam. And since Carl's not here, it's not going to be.
Oh no,
cop cam.
Sabine is
I want
gone.
to thank my man Labyrinth Mystic for making this fun. Paulino's Cop Stream jingle.
Ooh. Oh, never mind. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it.
He was a chubby man, getting tired of Cashapp cam. Now he's a running man, finding creeps for the common.
Oh no.
Hey, it's Paulino's got stream.
Yeah, that's all I can take of that. Thank you, Labyrinth. That was very nice of you. I love it. I appreciate it. Gentlemen, we have a very serious situation happening in a pizza shop in Florida. You ready to find out about it?
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, man.
Brazil, Florida?
Yeah, Brazil, Florida.
We joke about it, but do you think 80% of these are Florida?
No. A good today's are. 100% of today's are. So, there you go.
Times 80.
Here we go. Let's start this off.
On April 4th,
okay,
2024,
well, that sucks.
at approximately 6:52 p.m. in St. Augustine, Florida, police were called to 100 Center Creek Road at 900 Degrees Pizza and Pasta for a woman who was refusing to pay her $53.78 bill for her pizza. When
Damn.
officers arrived, the woman claimed she didn't have any money, but said she could find someone on Facebook to cover the bill.
Okay, let's find out a little bit more.
They have
That's the
those
setup.
GoFundMes on Facebook.
I like this picture where it froze, like her tits. Are
Hey, can you guys pay my food bill today, please?
Here we go.
I'm hungry.
Did we get this figured out?
No, I need my boyfriend to pay my bill, and what happened was my other phone,
That's
phone
it?
doesn't have Wi-Fi. Let's take this
outside. Easy.
Sorry.
So she needs her boyfriend to pay her bill, but she needs her other phone, but there's no Wi-Fi in there.
She ordered $55 worth of pizza for herself.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Clearly. Clearly.
Oh my God.
Now, as I'm watching this, and I'm watching this woman, obviously there's something going on here. I can't tell if she's crazy, if she's drunk, if she's scamming. But one thing is for sure, after watching this next clip, you'll know this woman doesn't know how anything works.
My dad did 44 years in NYPD.
Okay.
You can call him.
That doesn't matter.
It does matter. I had money in my account, and now
Up to
I
him.
don't.
He's in charge here.
Okay, I had money in my account, and now I don't.
It's not my fault.
What happened to it?
My dad was a cop. I had money in my account. Now I don't. What are you not understanding here, officer?
Can I go now?
Pretty much. She's very
Hey, Ethan.
flippant about all of this, and she explains that she needs her phone. Listen to this shit. She's just talking out of her ass at these cops. It's really kind of frustrating.
Okay.
This happens to me all the time. My car broke down. You're like, you can see it.
Well, you need to pay your bill.
I know I'm gonna make money if I have my phone to make money.
Well, you need to pay your bill now.
Okay, you have to take me to jail.
Uh-huh.
So you're not going to pay your bill. No, I am going to pay my bill, but I need my phone to make money, and I don't have my phone, so I can't make money, and not my fault.
Okay.
I
What a
love how
loser.
silent you guys are.
Checks out. It checks out. Like,
Now I have
yeah,
3
she
upgrade
uses her phone
points.
to make
Ha, I'm
money.
so
There's
powerful.
No Wi-Fi. I mean, she should get free pizza.
I've had this. I've said this.
So, let me
before.
go buy some
Was
food.
a cop
For
in New York
44
City.
years.
What aren't you
Where
putting
they
together,
make
Mitch?
good pizza. Not this shit.
Hooray.
Pizza and pasta.
Yeah, 900 degrees.
By the way,
Cool.
That's
$55.
really hot pasta.
No take-home box.
Now I'm gonna go grab some data.
Please, you're looking at a take-home box. Look at her. All right, she needs to make money, like I said, but now she's got to figure out how to get this paid for right now.
No, I'm gonna pay my bill if I have my phone. I
Are you
can't
gonna pay your
find
bill right now?
it. I'm gonna try.
Where's your phone?
In the bar. Probably in my bag, or sometimes it vanishes because God just does that shit to me.
I'm confused. How are you gonna pay your bill with your phone?
I'm gonna ask people on Facebook to pay my bill. Morgan Wallen. He does do that. Well, Correa, we can.
She's gonna get a country singer to pay for her pizza bill.
Wow.
Yeah, apparently
That hurt me a lot.
On the internet, and she's just like, "Listen, I'm sure if I could just jump on Facebook, I'll be able to find someone to pay this $55 for the 16 pizzas I just ate."
Probably some pasta too.
And
Morgan's just refreshing his Facebook feed to see if anyone needs pizza money.
Yeah.
yeah, Fatty needs pizza
Okay,
money
cool.
in Florida. Where's
I've been
my
juiced
debit
up.
card? Hold on a second. This woman is insane. And now they're like, she brought up her dad earlier. She's going to talk about her parents here for a second.
Wait out here.
Fuck you, asshole.
Do you have a driver's license?
Yes, I do.
Where's that?
In there.
All right. So
I had money in my account.
are we gonna pay the bill today?
I want to.
Not with asking Morgan Wallen. to pay the bill here.
Okay. My dad.
You don't know.
Your dad means nothing to To be completely honest,
Oh.
with you,
I know NYPD
That's
cops
rude.
hate you guys too.
that's fine. It doesn't matter that he's NYPD or not.
Why would you tell me my dad doesn't mean
My
anything?
mom can pay my bill if I
He
went
works
to our
hard.
house to try to get it.
Okay, is your mom willing to come here and pay your bill right now?
Yes, if you call her.
Okay.
If you call her, she's not going to believe me. She thinks I'm a psycho.
Really?
What?
Weird.
No. Come on. Your mother?
Who would think you're crazy?
So this
Tiny
cop is- The other
interface.
cop's inside now talking to the people there, and they are so confused by this woman. They have no idea how she got there, what's going on with her. Listen to them trying to figure it out.
She's sitting here trying to come up with all this stuff about how she wants to try to get them from you, so we're not
She
that.
wanted yeah. She didn't have a car, and then she
walked here. Like, she walked in here with no car, and then she drove off in that maroon car. So someone had to have dropped, like, I was like, either she's a magician, she's a movie star that's just trying to cause trouble for PR. Like, I don't know what, I just can't read it all, and I'm like, I gotta.
Yeah. So she got dropped off. She left for a while, came back.
Oh.
Very strange behavior. But, you know, the good news is she figured out who could pay it.
Larry will pay my bill.
Larry.
Larry? Who's Larry?
Larry, my ex-boyfriend. All my ex-boyfriends.
Larry, duh. Everybody knows Larry.
They have jobs. But I need my phone to work to call them.
Fucking
and my
retard.
phone is dead. I can go to my house and charge it.
Can I just go now? Yeah. Can I please go to my house now and charge my phone?
Yeah.
This is astounding to get out of paying for food. It really is. All right. What do they want to do? Do they want to press charges? Let's find out.
Do you guys want to press charges?
She can't pay her bill.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with them.
Yeah, I would too, right?
It's a lot of food.
Sorry, I'm just fixing something real fast. Okay. Next clip.
I say we just kill this girl.
The thing that's driving me crazy
Best
about
solution.
this, and I'm sure it probably is for you as well, is her "everyone is dumb but me" voice.
Yes.
That is so fucking frustrating. Listen to it here. This is where it gets beyond obnoxious.
No.
I can walk there and leave my car here and my bag here.
Okay. You leave your bag here? You stay here often?
I'm a spotter.
Okay. All right. Where's your residence right now?
Right there, 130.
Your mom's
The
house.
red car.
The red car, 130.
Everybody knows everything. Except for you, apparently. You're stupid.
Like, she doesn't seem like she has like that much depth to her, way to describe.
Oh, there's depth. If you look at her, there's depth.
Wow.
There's quite a bit of depth.
Womp womp.
Yeah.
Right
And
there.
mass.
And width.
Yes.
Width, mass, and depth. This one I like because this is where they decide, you know what, we're just gonna fucking arrest this lunatic. She's not paying her bill. She's not gonna pay it. We can stand here all day and deal with this. Or
Money,
we can just
money,
take her dumbass
money.
to jail.
You said you're not going to pay this?
No, I am going to pay it tomorrow.
Okay. Well, that's not going to help me.
Thanks.
Duh, tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah.
Where's Larry?
Watch.
I thought Larry was
Watch this.
It's like a call in prison.
You do. You're going to jail right now for defrauding an innkeeper.
I did it before.
What? That wasn't me.
You're failing to pay your bill.
I'm not failing to pay my bill.
No, I'm not. I would never fail, okay?
And my pizza and my meal.
No, you're not taking that. They don't take
What just happened?
She thought she was still gonna get the food. She thought she was still gonna. I also need my pizza and my meal if I'm going to jail.
You're a
Wow,
big
I hate her so much.
bitch.
So she hadn't even gotten the food yet. She just,
Apparently. Or the food's still in there. I don't know what's going on. So now she's in custody, and they're walking her back to the car, and they ask her the wonderful question: do you have any weapons on you, Toots?
No, I'm not
Well,
gonna
yeah, of course.
She's not going to get her kids back either now.
Thank you. Do you have anything on you that's going to go into the
I
jail?
have a knife.
Say
Oh.
Okay.
You shouldn't have said that.
She, quote, "I have a knife in my pussy," is what she just told them. So now...
Best birth control we can have with that woman.
Yep. It's a blessing, actually. Thank
Yeah.
God.
So you said you have a knife up your...
Yes, I do. You want to come get it?
Ooh.
No,
I didn't think so, asshole.
Okay.
I can buy my way through this.
Who wants that job? Larry didn't want that job anymore either. Nobody wants to get the pussy out, the knife out of your pussy, you ugly bro.
Yeah, that could stay. Larry,
No, we don't want that.
Hope you brought gloves, Lair.
And what was she? It was defrauding an innkeeper.
Yeah.
I love all of the old laws that came over on the Mayflower. Like,
And you know what though? That's an important one. You shouldn't be able to defraud an innkeeper.
no,
I would never.
No.
Ooh.
What are you, a fat woman?
Oh. I need +1 in
So they got a bag, by the
Appreciate
way.
it.
Wait do you see what's in it?
Holy cow.
I hope it's $60.
Play Tavala, block maintenance.
Well, there's a bunch in here. Did she buy
Filled
that
with
one for you
beers.
guys?
Well, yes, she bought
Well,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then she brought these.
Sweet.
Yeah, those were in there.
Gotcha.
Thanks, though.
Yeah, not a problem, guys. Y'all have a good one.
So she's got a bag full of beer. She's in there ordering pizzas and beers.
Hey.
Really interesting lady. Now, she's told the police that she has a weapon inside of her. So now they have to deal with that.
Hey.
So they have to call for a female cop. And then tell me this wouldn't drive you crazy. Listen to this girl talk.
Is there a female deputy that can be 51 to us by chance? She's saying she has a signal 0 in an inappropriate place. She's on this side. Her name is Danielle.
Hi, Danielle. Hi, how are you? Shitty day. Oh, you look so pretty. Thank you. I was going to my boyfriend's house, but I didn't want to chat.
Shut up.
Well, I was at the pub waiting for him to come get me.
Real quick.
Come on out.
Okay, I don't know.
You got some up there?
Sure.
No, I don't. I'm kidding.
Oh,
Okay.
not something to joke about.
Really?
I'm not gonna do a whole.
You just talked your way into a fingering, lady.
What did you think was gonna happen?
I don't know. Being Wallace is fine if it's done well.
Don't worry about that.
I only have one more clip from the revolting blob here.
It's not inherently bad.
This one's fun. Here you go.
I was
Hey,
kidding.
before she does that, let me ask you. I just talked to your mom on the phone, and she said that you didn't pay your bill at some bar last night.
No, because this happens to me all the time.
No. That wasn't me.
Fucking dummy.
Jeez, all these people expecting money for this stuff.
I go to places, I order things, I tell them I don't have any money. It's not my fault.
Yeah, God just took my phone again.
Larry!
Where's Larry?
She's a treat. She is a treat. All right.
I'm sure, yeah, and I'm really sure that she's
Okay.
over access. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that's a face that's friends with Oliver Access.
Right. So, you guys want to see another cop cam? I got another one I'm going to stick in here for everybody today. This is a bit of a short episode. We're just having some fun. So, we're going to go continue in Florida, and we're going to watch one of the best cop chases I've ever seen in my fucking life. And I'm sorry Carl's not here to see this one.
All right.
We're going to see some evasive maneuvers out of the gate on this one. We're going to catch up with this already in progress. I don't know what this guy did. I don't know this guy's name.
Well,
Here we go.
good to know.
All I know is he's in a white Kia Spectra that just clipped a car, busted a straight up Yui, and he's gone. That was pretty solid. You see the control? Especially after smashing another
Okie
car.
dokie.
Look at that. Boom. Clips.
Is this the new Grand Theft Auto?
Motherfucker drifted. He drifted in a Kia.
Is this the new Grand Theft Auto? He said.
It's incredible. So the chase is continuing.
697 still northbound south northeast 25th Avenue, approximately 85 miles an hour. Traffic is medium. He just signaled
Oh, he
40 minutes
crashes
to
into a
25th.
post.
Turn the vehicle off!
Nope. Fuck that. I'm taking this pole out.
697, he's taking off again. Going
This
eastbound,
person just
northeast
ran
80
over the
lane.
whole fucking street sign.
Sometimes you have to, you know.
Kias are pieces of shit. This is incredible.
I get the Kia boys now.
Do they? Tell me they get free. Tell me they make it.
Oh, Kevin. Sorry, buddy. That was terrible.
That was
Where
rude.
do you see this? Tell me if you can guess what he hit here. I'm trying to figure it out.
Can't believe you called him Carl.
Oh. So now the car he hit something.
A pile of shit and pellets. Essentially.
Zone 1 OPD.
The car is completely flipped. 20 feet.
Oh, are they running?
Yeah, now the guy's out on foot running away from the cops.
He got out of that upside down car fast.
He did.
Now look at this though. What the fuck is all over the ground? Is this like plastic?
It's Florida.
Airbags all blew in the car.
Is that what that
So
is?
I need to make sure I run
I mean, that's maybe not all of it.
good on
Bags of
these.
concrete or something in that pile of shit.
Yeah, but then look at this, dude. Look at how far away the car is from where it was.
yeah, it's-
Completely flipped upside down.
Got some style points there.
Yeah.
Certainly did. Now, guys, I told you this is a quick one. This is how this chase ends.
Cool.
Put the gun down! Put it down!
Put it down! Put it down!
Semi-automatic weapon.
Kill him. Just shoot him. Kill him.
He's got a long gun!
Shoot him. Kill him.
Put the rifle down! On the ground now!
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and say this right now. We saw this guy holding that gun, running away with it. This guy's running through a residential neighborhood. This is where there's children. This is like apartments. This is where families are. And this guy's running away from the cops with a very, very dangerous weapon.
All right.
And the cops get a lot of shit. They did not shoot this motherfucker.
I probably would have, I'll be honest with you.
When somebody's got that kind of a gun running around, I mean, I would expect the cops to shoot them. But they did not shoot this guy. Watch this. They
Okay.
keep chasing him.
Bye.
Put it
Now he's all
on the
blown
ground
up.
now!
And he just gives him the old
Wow.
taser.
That was stupid of me.
That's the car.
What's your location?
Honestly, that was.
Yeah. There's the
Take
gun.
the other back now!
That's the suspect. And that was the creep off, everybody. Good times, guys.
Good.
I had a great time doing a show with you fellas.
Anytime.
This was fun.
This was
In
a
fact,
fun.
let's just get rid of Carl. What are we doing?
Oh, stop being needy like that, McBride. We can't get rid of Carl. What are you doing?
Contractually.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. Thanks everybody for joining us today and subscribing to the show. Kevin, anything you want to plug?
No, I'm good, man. Thanks for having me. This has been fun. I learned about a lot of creepy people today.
All right. Well, we'll have you back again sometime soon, unless the listeners absolutely hated you. Then we'll never see
Who
you
wins
again.
in a sumo fight? Patrick.
That's not true. We left
Vinny
it
is
back.
slim.
McBride, anything you want to plug?
Just the great city of Syracuse.
They call him Slim Vinny now.
Okay. All right. Well, I would like to plug that I'm going to be at Comedy at the Carlson next weekend with the great Jim Florentine coming up. 4 shows, I believe, Friday and Saturday night. So if you're in the Rochester area and you want to see a good show, wait for the second half of it when Jim's up. You're going to have a blast. And I believe I'm also going to be appearing on WATP this week on Wednesday, so keep an eye out for that.
Ooh, hooray.
Until then, it's nice to be important.
It's more important to be nice.
Good gear.
Gagia. Kevin doesn't know what that is. Kevin, say Gagia.
Gagia.
Good gear. Oh, wow. Beep, boo, 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 beep, boo, bop, boo, bop, bop, boo, bop. Cool.
It's the creep off.
I wish I had a 2 dice. We have a 3 dice to get in here, though. Sure. I have too many keys. Ooh, I can make pay here. And buy rations. Well, I don't need rations right now. I need to complete some of the work I'm due for, so... Hold on, there's no punishment for failing this roll, right? No, okay, cool. Sweet. Alright, next time I get a 6 dice, I can finish that. Disable your tracker. Ew. Fang, I gotta talk to Fang. Fang, where are you? Alright, anyway, so I could get a ticket onto the ship with perfect rep. So we're gonna throw a 6 into this. Bam. Alright. Now we're gonna talk to Hardin. Hey. I don't know if I need oxygen. I'm like a robot or whatever. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Okay, then. Sounds like Fang got himself into a bit of trouble. Time to catch some Z's.
Welcome to Sad Boys, a podcast about feelings and other things also. I'm Jarvis.
I'm Jordan. You see me take my glasses off a bit.
Yeah, is that how you get down to business?
It's time to get serious.
You're like, I don't need to see.
I do need to put them on though for the show, but
Right.
One sec.
It's kind of like Mr. Rogers, how he starts the
Ooh,
show.
okay,
by
I got some good
entering
rolls
his
this
home,
time.
Taking his shoes off.
Where's he been?
And putting different shoes on.
Yeah, where have you been, buddy? He was at work.
Yeah.
Recording Mr. It's like a loop. He was recording Mr.
Yep. Okay. All right, so I have another 6.
Mr. Rogers' neighborhood.
He He's a health insurance CEO. It's an unfortunate bit of contrast.
Yeah, he's
Sweet.
a weapons contractor.
He works for Blackwater.
Yeah, dude.
But hey, people contain multitudes. You know what I mean?
Right, true. It's like, hey, it doesn't invalidate the nice things he said.
In my free time, I go home and I'm insane.
Yeah, in my free time, I do the drones.
He was
I build them.
actually in the Navy, right?
He was, yeah. He was in a.
Oh, the show only takes place during Fleet Week.
I believe, right?
What is the show? This one, but also what is
Nice.
Mr. Rogers' neighborhood? He just hangs out.
It's a kid show where he comes home
Sick.
and
Now I have a
neighbors come to him,
house.
like, and the postman and stuff.
I'm trying to relax, dude. I just got off of work.
Just got back from
in
the
his home-
tour.
In his home, there's a little trolley, and the
I would like to see Vito's sumo fight with Melton. Vito's ultimate fight is with himself. Very, very true. Very true.
There's a king. There's Daniel Tiger. Do you know Daniel Tiger?
Not personally.
They made a cartoon of him.
Not personally.
Daniel Tice, the basketball player.
Is it Daniel
Wait, no,
Tice?
Daniel Tice? Is that a person?
Michael Jordan.
But they
Hi, who are you?
there were really great thing. It was a good show.
All right.
Jordan.
I think that's
Okay,
the consensus, right? I
German basketball player. Shout out.
It was a show that taught you about the world in a very gentle, sweet way. So it'd be like, I wonder where crayons come from, and then all of a sudden there's a documentary about the
Whoa.
crayon factory and
We
how
just
you make
discovered
crayons.
something. You say crayon weird.
Yeah, I heard that.
Do I?
You say crayon.
What do you
say? Crayon.
You're saying it like cran.
You're
Jennifer
saying it like
Coolidge is upset.
cranberry.
What do you say?
True.
Crayon.
It's the famous debate. Crayon.
Yeah, that's crayon.
Okay.
But that's okay.
You were just poorly raised.
So I have there are a few more words that I say weird.
And you'll have to find them out. Yeah. It's a little scavenger hunt.
Oh, where in the world is my weird voice?
This is kind of a Mr. Rogers thing.
Whoa,
Let's see if
you
can
brought it
spot the
back.
difference.
Oh, is he the one with word of the day?
No, that's Pee Wee.
I'm so stupid. I'm such an idiot.
Okay, wait.
Everyone
So
hates me.
what's new with us?
I won't disagree.
I'm still sad.
Bullshit.
And that's shitty, but whatever. At least I can watch Andor.
It's appropriate for this podcast.
It is.
It is a very solemn show.
Dude, every time I am depressed, I think about the people who go, "You guys don't seem very sad." Fuck off.
Well, I mean,
I'm so depressed.
Well, it's because we're hanging out with friends. Right?
Yeah.
Like we got shit going. I'm scared. I might never come back to the US. I'm like,
I feel,
it's like
I'm hoping, I feel like maybe I'm knocking on wood. I'm hoping to come out of the rut soon, but we're not there.
This guy seems nice.
And that stinks. But that's
If
why I
intimidating.
talked about it because I'm just like very,
You're in the rut.
in it.
Granted,
5 Yadigan data.
It's a show by necessity is performance. Just like going anywhere is really, you're veiling yourself to some degree for the people around you and for yourself.
Yeah.
And just to get coffee, you're going. I gotta go get it.
He's a data broker. Okay.
You made me knock something over.
Fucking flipper ass feet.
I just immediately get so defensive. Nice one, fucking idiot.
Hey, fuck you.
With my Sora feet.
It's like if Dipper came over and his tail hit the coffee over. If he had turned around and was like barked at you,
dumbass.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, all right.
Okay, shit.
But I think that, like, I don't know, what I want Sad Boys to be more than anything else is like a decent representation of the way that we interact, or that's what feels the most organic and the least.
Ah, okay. I like telling people about these guys. These two guys are Jarvis Johnson and Jordan Adika. Jordan Adika is the one currently on screen. Jarvis Johnson used to work for Google. He is like a sort of tech guy, and then started working for Patreon, which is where he met Jordan. Jordan at the time was working not as a coder for Patreon, but more of like a representative. And fun fact, during the famous lawsuit, Maddox was angry because Patreon wasn't taking down Dick's Patreon, and Jordan Adika here was Maddox's Patreon representative and was dragged into the lawsuit. So, small world, but Jordan was sued for $20 million by Maddox. But that's not why I like either of them. They're both just interesting dudes who are good friends, and they just kind of talk about nerdy shit, and their theming of their podcast is They talk about feelings and other things also.
Formative and maybe it's because
They talk really well about their struggles with depression and ADHD. So it's something I can relate to.
Struggle not to even speak for the two of you, but me and Travis were struggling. We're doing our own things, different things, but struggle things.
But we get by. I was gonna say, but we get by with a little help from our friends. Shout out, Anastasia's been helping me with a lot of things lately. Jacob's always carrying the weight of the podcast on his back.
Peeps, who they are in the chair, they're deceased. Can't talk on this episode. They've been very helpful. So Peeps helped me paint.
You mentioned something that's been weighing heavy on my heart as well, and I think all of us, that you have to go away for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to the Odin sleep.
I like the Avatar.
I don't know if you want to talk about it. Like, visa-wise, you have to go away.
Yeah,
and the hope, dream, prayer is that you come back.
It's a transitional period more than anything, and I've been trying to. The soothing balm has been trying to do as many things and see as many people and get the most time in as possible before that period comes. But yeah, from July onwards, I'm taking kind of a semi. The show's going to keep going, but a slightly unclear break. I'm going to be gone for. We think we know the period of time, but I wouldn't want to speculate publicly.
Yeah.
But not months and months. Just maybe. I don't know. I want to temper expectations. The show's not going away. We're going to film the boat.
We're planning for it. We're like doing episodes with you. We're going to have some guests.
We have some notice.
And
so
this isn't like scary news. We've known this for the entire time.
Yeah, it's a part of the process. Yeah,
but it's ultimately positive. But then also it's like.
It's bringing up maybe some old...
it brushes up against some of the
last time Trump stopped me from coming back.
Yeah, literally.
But so many other circumstances, it's like a pandemic.
Before we get to super happy fun stuff like racist commercials and other things I want to talk about.
Bread and butter.
That's going to cheer you guys up, I feel like.
I think that because...
Probably not, but
weirdly, it is an escape from my own mind.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it is just raw fun. Basic fun.
We can laugh.
And we can all laugh at... Well, but before we laugh, I don't look at our subreddit. I don't know what's going on in there. I didn't know I was subscribed to it, but I opened up Reddit the other day. And while I'm being a little whiny baby...
Ugh, are we?
I just sent you this post, Jacob, that I saw.
Deactivate my tracker and,
I don't even understand this meme. It's a genuine question. It's a post that says, "This sums up everything perfectly." And the meme is Jordan passionately talking about something he really cares about, and then me holding the pillow, doing whatever this is. What is this? What are they trying to say? At first, I thought it was like Jordan's
all right, Fang.
About stuff, and Jarvis is always
causing trouble again.
And holding the pillow, but now I don't know what actually it is really about.
I mean, if it's any
track,
I'm not looking for
Discord crashed and reopened. That's what that was.
I think this is the kind of stuff which people don't think is parasocial, because everybody uses the term. Everybody's like tries to be self-aware about it. But sometimes
I have a 6 and a 4, so I can't fail this roll down here.
Kind of bridging on,
so we're gonna throw.
Humans. I don't know.
I just don't even
Makes
know.
me feel weird.
I don't know what the
Here we
message
go.
is supposed to be, but it made me feel bad because I thought it was like at my expense, and I was like, "Does everybody hate me?" Because I'm sad, and that's why I avoid the comments because I shouldn't look at this stuff.
I didn't even think about subreddit.
Well, me either. I was looking for some like old school RuneScape shit that just came up in my feed.
Because Twitter just showed you like the heading videos.
Oh yeah, well no, because
hey, these guys.
No clue what that was, but I was like, damn, that's how I know I'm in a weird mental space when I just see like a random meme that I don't even understand, and it makes me feel bad about myself.
It catches you.
But what makes me feel good about myself is I have been watching Andor.
Yes,
you and Eddie turned me onto it at our birthday dinner.
It's unfortunately a very good.
I hear it's good but boring. I don't know. What do y'all think about Andor?
It's like one of the. I mean, I feel like I'm gonna be disappointed because it just ended. I haven't finished it. I'm on season 2, episode 8, but apparently you haven't started season 2 yet. And I was trying to think about like what I like about it so much, and I don't have a thing. I think the writing's good. The characters.
Yay!
I just am impressed.
Look how
This
grumpy
is like
she
a
is.
super baby take, but I'm not trying to do media criticism. I'm just exploring why I like something. I was surprised that I could give a shit knowing that it like happens between known events.
Yeah.
It's like zooming into something that if I was, you know how sometimes there's an episode of a show like Severance that does a bunch of like Cobell lore, and then
Yes.
people are like, filler episode. And I'm like, that is, you're a baby. To me, that's my gut reaction, because what do you
You
want?
have the brain of a child.
Do you just want a list of plot events?
Yeah, she's got the little rabbit in her hand, so I'm assuming she likes the rabbit.
Pointless if you just view things as plot events.
Yeah,
at the macroscopic.
As result and path, right?
Yeah.
Who would? And to be fair, I think that's maybe what like some people's hesitation towards this. I think one thing that's the thing. You're completely right, and that is media critique, because all that is analyzing why you do or don't like something, and the writing is just very good.
It just makes you care, right? And I think it really. I think that it does a good job of creating stakes. I don't want to spoil 1977's A New Hope, but we kind of know the fates of some of the characters, right? And normally that takes away stakes. When you know that someone's the protagonist in a movie,
Yeah.
and
Mina's
Act
great.
2 comes along, and you're like, well, I know nothing bad can happen to them because they're the protagonist.
Mm-hmm.
Or I know there's a sequel, so Iron Man isn't gonna.
Nah, you don't owe me.
Yeah, I know there's Iron Man 2, so nothing too bad can happen to Iron
Ooh,
Man
yeah.
1. And
I'll meet you down in the low end.
So
See ya.
There's no way they could kill Tony Stark. That would be insane. And so
and then they wouldn't bring him back.
No, that would make any sense. So knowing that, and then still being able to give a shit, I think is sign of a show that's doing something well.
It's I've noticed some people are like, I don't know if I want to watch a show with a bunch of Imperial stuff, and it's like, well, that's just really, you don't have to have likable characters. That's like a misnomer.
Right, that's a good point.
I'm completely divorced from or detached from any of the criticism, because I've just been watching without, and now I can't even go on Twitter. Part of the reason I'm finishing it is because I accidentally engaged with one Andor tweet, and now my entire feed is spoilers.
Yeah.
And it's also funny to avoid spoilers where I kind of know where things are going.
So there's no fail condition on this, but it's a very long stretch goal.
And the fates of specific characters and the interactions of specific characters I don't want to be spoiled on. What is the criticism on Imperial stuff?
It was a very broad thing.
Because they're bad guys.
Where people were like,
so I want to save up 5.
The time from Sopranos.
So I need cash right now.
Of like, well, why would I watch a show with characters that I can't relate to or find likable? And it's a very kind of basic critique, because it kind of loses the fact that you watch
50%. So this is not a fail.
Because they are likable.
Cool.
If you were looking only for likable media, then you would
Bam.
watch March of the
Sweet.
only.
All right.
That's pleasant, but it is a completely different.
Now, what do I want to do with my
In the case
extra
of
skill
Andor,
points?
It's like, well, how do they make them compelling? Like, man, I don't play the oboe, but I know when it sounds good.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Sometimes it is perfect.
Like, I can go to a ballet and not know anything that's going on,
And
but
you
I'll
see someone
shed a tear, and I'm like, wow. That
So
was
I
beautiful.
should grab plus every.
I
I should grab this and this.
Yeah,
Why
I
not?
mean, I actually
recommend.
I'm just gonna be a jack of all
No,
trades.
that's the thing. I wouldn't even consider. I guess I probably read as like a Star Wars guy, but I watched the original trilogy somewhat in late adulthood, or not as a young adult. I watched it
All right,
late
time
in
to
life,
sleep.
Jarvis had a confession when I arrived.
Should I sell the scrap?
I went on Wikipedia.
Well, I think that was the funny thing, is that
I guess I don't need to sell at the moment, so I should hold on to it.
1977 Star Wars: A New Hope. I Am Your Father's a spoiler, so.
Oh,
that's actually in the second film.
No. I know.
Ah, okay.
I was just saying that
So,
people are
if I want Lem and Mina to get a ticket, I need to be able to cover for him.
So, the fact that I remember.
Sweet.
Like,
Okay.
the whole show is like set up in
Good goal. Good goal.
Starts in like 4 or 5 BBY, and I was like.
And then you want 5 datas and 5 datas.
Big beautiful Yavin. And then I was like, wait, and this is how out of Star Wars world I am. I'm like, Battle of Yavin, that sounds familiar. That's
Yavin
from
4.
the climax of 1977.
Yavin 4.
That's what the people aren't like, spoiler alert.
And also, no one can say the year during the show.
Right.
Because I feel like something's coming up.
Right.
I feel like we're 47 years from something.
Yeah. It's like Jesus being like,
Hold on, we're going to start here, trust me.
Yeah.
All the wise men being like, now, right?
Yeah, I think something's happening. We're in my time right now. It's a Jesus boy summer.
I'm sure everyone at the time was like, okay, we're going to keep doing the years we're doing, but okay.
So, like,
I don't need
Battle of Yavin
rations.
stuff, I was like, oh, right. And then I started, like, Googling characters and being like, when was I introduced to this person? Oh, Mon Mothma's introduced in Return of the Jedi, so I do know who that character is.
Dead for years before them were talking about.
I actually think that they do a good job of like making you care about the like members of the ISB.
Do they?
Or, like basically like the
I don't know. I mean,
people.
Irritable.
I guess it's possible.
Wild Saul, irritable.
Ooh, okay. So good news. I have 3 dice here, which means I can crack this now.
There is a humanity in them because
what? It's a 2 dice now. What?
Even those doing evil.
Has it been 2 dice the whole time?
A fascist system without.
I bet it has.
You're appealing to fear and control.
Right. There is it's like a perversion or a abuse of human psychology.
Yeah, you erode people's expectations.
So we just want to crack Yadigans? Is that right?
Actually, maybe we should all go to the same places.
I think that's what's really interesting is like the way that they kind of tackle manufactured consent.
Or Havenage data. Okay, so we want Yadigan data.
A extremely powerful oligarchy, or what would you even call the empire?
An empire?
I guess it's a dictatorship, but like
the
emperor is obscured to the point where it treats it like a senatorship and a government. Like there's officials.
It's because it used to be a republic. But it was like I don't know that much about Star Wars.
They keep the
I don't know that much.
of the Galactic Republic, but the
I'm like a big Star Wars idiot, if you will.
And that's how you do it.
Exactly, yeah. And there are some scenes.
Not advice, by the way.
And that's how you do it. And by the way, and this is a tutorial on how to do it.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be building a fascist dictatorship.
Have you guys heard the term banality of evil?
Yeah, like just it's eerily dull.
Yeah, they use it. People use this term, like historians,
I believe,
to discuss Nazi Germany,
right?
Nice.
Where it's like. It is this very dull, bureaucratic kind of
what do you have here?
wearing away at people until you
buy scrap?
All of a sudden realize you have no rights and you don't know how it happened.
And that is like, I think that's like kind of what the show does well, because you are witnessing this passage of time that is kind of happening in real time. Is like
okay. I don't know what the benefit of building my home here is. I have my own little house up here, but I need 4 scrap, so I could buy 2 scrap for 2040. But first, I need to figure out how much I owe this asshole.
In our modern times, and it's also just all happening in a Star Wars show, which I can't. I keep going. That's very funny.
I mean it.
Hold on. Stay silent. Should I point it at him or just hand it to him? This guy's kind of a loser. But I really don't want to have to pay. I don't know. I don't think pointing the gun at him is the right call. Nice. LOL, no. The bartender took his bullets. Ow! He hurted me. This guy's a loser. Ah, he got fired. Huh. Hey, can I have that gun? I mean, he left it there. Can I have it? All right, at least I have a lot of time now. And I don't owe money, so I'm gonna buy those 2 scraps. Give me the scrap. And then I can see what's in the house. Wait, what? Did I not successfully purchase scrap from this guy just now? What? Didn't I already have 2 scrap? Did I drop scrap somewhere? Oh, did they sell me a ship mine fragment instead? Is that what happened? Okay, I mean, that's kind of a good thing, actually. Let's see, hold on. Is somebody gonna buy a ship mine fragment for me? You right here. What does it say? Input this so they can do what? So I can sell it? So I can sell it? But I don't want that. I want 3 of them to be able to fabricate myself a ship mine. Alright. Well, I guess I got lucky. Oh. Well, I guess I was technically lucky, but unlucky. Bam. Okay. And then where are you at? I'm gonna babysit for you. Have a good time. Yeah, double team. All right. Now let's go take a nap.
Helps that, like, you know, sci-fi's fun for a reason, and it is it's visuals and like evocative feelings and drama, and there's a degree of
Drama.
excitement when the gun makes a pew pew.
All right,
sound.
finally I have a
Yeah,
2. All right.
And I think it's almost like calling your shot before the home run. They're like, wow, you did it.
Extract,
with that
extract,
extra
extract,
sauce
extract,
on
extract,
it.
extract,
Yeah.
extract.
Damn, dude, you didn't have to
Yay!
go so hard.
I mean, yeah, I think that's
Now I can go talk to my vending machine
Gilroy
friend.
Brothers, there's a yeah, it's an impressive work, I think.
This episode of
Beep,
Cinema
boop,
Boys
boop, beep,
is
boop, boop,
sponsored by
boop,
ZocDoc.
Have you ever been to the
Hooray.
dentist, Jordan? And well, just you have, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Now
but
I can
then
talk to
you
the
know
vending
when
machine
they're,
buddy.
like, doing stuff to your teeth, but then they're trying to talk to you, and you're like, "How am I supposed to respond?" Exactly. Yeah.
What about when you're going to the therapist who suddenly, I don't know, only has openings in the middle of the work
On
day?
a leap year.
On a leap year and a new
They're
kind
only
of Wednesday.
open. Yeah, they're open on New Wednesday, and you're like, which day of the week is that?
Goodbye.
Or like when you can only get a doctor's appointment like 6 months after you call. You're like, oh, okay. Well, in the meantime, I'll expire.
And then they turn up and they're like, "Did you do the paperwork?"
No.
6 months ago.
Yeah, 6 months ago.
Oh, sorry, I'm building.
Do you have the same insurance? Yes.
You don't
I would like my own Neo Vend. Yeah, seems really cool, right? Cool little dude.
Options.
Best character in the game so far.
Website where you can search and compare
Talking
high-quality
3D printer.
doctors and click to instantly book an appointment.
You can filter for doctors that are nearby, take your insurance, and are perfectly suited for any medical need you might have. They're highly rated by verified patients.
You can also filter for specific preferences. Let's say you're looking for a female doctor who speaks a certain language, or you're looking for someone who can fit your work schedule, or even has availability in the next day or so.
Once you find the right doctor for you, you can see their actual appointment openings, find a time slot that works for you, and click to instantly book a visit.
Appointments made through ZocDoc
Oh,
happen
sorry,
fast,
you're
typically within 24 to 72
gimped.
hours, and you can even book same-day appointments.
So stop putting off those pesky doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/sadboys to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today.
That's ZocDoc.com/sadboys, ZocDoc.com/sadboys. But anyway, I'm not a Star Wars guy, so I'm just like coming at it from like very.
Oh, I mean,
I'll,
we'll
like,
give it a
watch
shot, right?
Movie, and then I'll like go like read a bit.
Bring a
more
ship
and
mind?
get
Hey,
more
look, I'm already on the way to making one,
It's
apparently.
been fun to kind of. I turned a corner into like actual hype, maybe for like the last 4 episodes, and I'm like sad because I kind of.
Ah,
I'm like,
okay.
oh, damn, then it's gonna be over, and I don't know if I want to watch.
Well,
like,
don't
another
worry.
Star Wars thing.
I'm already taking care of it. Coincidentally, I'm building a ship mind right now. So
We'll say lore-wise, characterization-wise, there's a lot of like.
you got it, Neo Vend.
To kind of retro.
All right.
Star Wars, the plot can be a little.
I have 3.
Story is really
Upgrade makes sense. Yeah, right. We gotta upgrade my my Neo vending machine, buddy. This is risky, but we're gonna put it at guarantee.
He was. Well, I mean,
How about
he
number
was,
3?
Like writing the first.
Really
movie,
close,
and then like.
but not
reading
guaranteed.
Joseph Campbell, and then like adjusting, and then like he's like, all right, hero's journey.
His wife had a lot to do with that too. At the time, they're divorced.
So I'm just gonna go with guaranteed.
Different wife now. But his wife was his editor, and there's a lot of theories that she helped him a lot. On
Ooh,
his
and I got a
books
scrap,
and stuff.
scrap,
Well, especially
scrap,
'cause when he's
scrap, scrap,
revisiting
scrap, scrap,
things,
scrap.
on the best.
And when he's written and directed the dialogue, but
Cool.
fully 100% himself, you got the prequel trilogy, which I have an affection for to some degree, especially in retrospect, because a lot of the animated stuff, some of which is very bad, but a lot of the animated stuff is focused on. It's Dave Filoni, George Lucas, very generally pretty uninvolved, but there's an emphasis on almost like politely retconning some of the characters.
Damn, that sucks.
because
All right.
I don't give a fucking shit. I don't feel like Obi-Wan and Anakin were particularly good friends, so it doesn't mean something when they fall out. Then you watch Clone Wars, and it kind of
Obi-Wan.
just pokes and it goes like, well, here's examples of like Anakin actually being kind of a good guy and like him having a place
Obi-Wan.
to fall.
Right. The other thing about Star Wars is that people get so angry about modern Star Wars that like
Oh, sorry, I'm not giving you.
that amount of ownership and emotion about any media.
I can't give you a ship mind.
Turns me into a contrarian.
Yeah.
You know?
It's real hard not to,
it's
especially
like-
when they make really shit stuff.
It's like I almost like I didn't even watch the prequels back in the day. So I watched those right after I watched the original trilogy. So I watched the first, 6, and then it was before The Force Awakens came out. So I think that was when I first watched all the movies.
And then we went to episode 9 together and both fell asleep.
Huh.
I'm a little bit
Okay.
of a Star Wars guy because my parents were Star Wars guys.
I think that's how it has to happen.
They
It's genetic.
my parents graduated high school in 1977.
Oh,
perfect year.
Well, they
also-
quit high school to go and see the movie.
I'm not giving you a ship mind.
Documentary. They wanted to go
actually
become
not
Padawans.
that far off because they were also teen parents who did not graduate high school.
Your parents had kids?
Yeah.
A stack of chits. I'll just give her back the money. I don't give a fuck.
But my sister's name is Leia.
Oh, right.
That's where George Lucas got it.
My dad read all the Star Wars books and
Ship mine discount. Engage. Can I upgrade? Do I have a skill point? No, I don't.
Maybe Anastasia was a beautiful
Engaged.
name, and
Right here.
George Lucas.
Oh, okay. I was like, is this George Lucas, Kermit the Frog, or Jordan Peterson?
Yeah, now everyone wants one, right? Well, I'm sorry, my Neo Ven buddy comes first, so.
Decided because of her name, she took up the mantle, and she and her husband are Star Wars cosplayers.
Whoa.
And they like make elaborate like Wookiee costumes and stuff. It's crazy.
That's not Leia. Leia's actually not a Wookiee.
But so I have
Leia's not a Wookiee.
I'm the biggest Star Wars fan, but I've seen everything, and I could guide you, Jarvis. In
I think that's true,
what's
actually.
not.
I know.
There is a problem. How much of it is bad?
There is so much of it that's bad.
Yeah.
Even Clone Wars, which I think as a whole is a very good show.
You gotta
But
trim it.
you gotta not watch certain parts because
Bam! Ship mind.
So I'm like, I don't know how much deeper I'm gonna get, but I'm having fun on this like.
Hey,
little,
baby. Here you go.
Like zoom into this little slice, and I'm like, oh,
More
okay.
is fun. It's almost like the meta of like. A
Sorry,
game.
I already told you I would get you the ship mine first. Sorry. Akita. Nothing personal. I'll buy the second ship mine core though. Like here, you know, at least I'll have one for you.
And I just did it. I looked at the Wikipedia. Wrong.
There, you know.
But
See, there you go.
Wikipedia is like so like in universe Star Wars that it doesn't even tell you like the movies.
Yeah.
It's just like lore. And so I'm like, who fucking? So I had to fucking Google it and have the AI tell me like what year does this take place in? BBY style? BBW style?
Opa BBY style, please.
Ooh, okay.
And, like, who's this actor? And then like all
This
those
pays
things
money?
Is not on Wikipedia because they're like, this is real life. Wikipedia is Star Wars is real life.
And then I told you yesterday that there's a character in Club Wars called Savage Oppress. And it is, you read
It's
that,
Savage.
Is this stupid?
It's Savage Oppress, okay?
It literally sometimes feels, cause I can't be annoyed, whatever. I cannot fucking stand The Mandalorian or anything associated with it. All that whole, it's all the parts I don't care about. And
No, he's right,
no,
though.
like allegory to anything. It's like, what about the Old West? And what about the old? We had the Old West though.
Yeah.
But there's like no.
Yeah, but the Old West was lame and didn't have laser ships.
He's an incredibly based guy, George Lucas.
Like one thing I love about Andor is that if you go back to A New Hope, it's kind of black and white, like almost literally black and white. Like Darth Vader's wearing black, Skywalker's wearing white.
Yeah.
You know, it's like good and evil. And the truth
Yeah,
is, humans
we get it.
contain multitudes.
It's
We're
not that
pure
deep.
Good. We're not pure evil. That does not exist. And Andor kind of explores that.
Like, because original, like, A New Hope is telling.
Can you give me
building at a certain
13?
amount of runtime, you know.
Yeah, it's sufficient.
And so.
Well, and then by the time you get to
I'd really like money.
Return of the Jedi, that turns it on its head, where it's like it's not pure good, it's not pure
Nice.
evil.
Right.
Darth Vader may or may not be actually an okay guy.
And he's kind of cute under the mask.
No, he's
I've
not.
seen him.
Did I
dude.
kind of misunderstand the message?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I think so.
yeah. Before they like executed Route 66 or whatever,
They're driving down Route 66,
driving down Route
driving
66,
into
killing
Padawan.
all the Jedi's.
But I think Star Wars often gets attributed to
What is negative? What is the negative reaction on
There's
this?
a lot there. But George Lucas was
I don't want a negative
anti-
reaction for hanging out with me, nah.
Vietnam guy, and so when the prequels come along, there's a lot of kind of gestures to the fascism of the Jedi Order instead of the the Jedi Order is like sucks. It's like a very very bad thing, but they got like swag swords and they move
Yeah.
shit around with their brain, so it's
cool.
kind of easy to like them.
Yeah.
Also, they're
True.
better.
It is.
They're Democrats
There's a
essentially.
scene,
They're like
and
bad,
this is
but
like a
better.
spoiler for season 2, but it's not plot related to my knowledge. But there is a scene in the season 2 episode I just watched where there's a Force healer, and it's the only it's like the only time the Force had been referred to, I think, in this whole series so far. And Andor is like, I'm
Okay.
not about this woo-woo shit.
He's like crunchy granola ass.
No, literally, like,
I love that.
he's got like a wound or whatever, and he's like, I gotta go, man. I'm not into this granola bullshit.
That is it's a shame like the reshoots kind of fucked up Rogue One, but when you watch it, you will. They do the same thing. They're like I'm not really into this part. They like push away from.
Yeah,
but there's no lightsaber in the movie, but they to have one guy who's kind of into it, and it's like clearly doing something. It's kind of maybe working.
Okay,
He doesn't,
cool,
like,
cool.
Do powers. He just essentially makes him like really good at karate.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
I realize,
hello.
like, I think that lightsabers are cool, obviously, because I was a kid once, and but I think the politics are like so much more interesting.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, that's fucking great.
Let's
I'm like,
do it.
The information that because like in Andor, there is a lot of World War II stuff because there's allegory to the use of radio and
Yeah.
stuff during World War II and how a lot of espionage happened, and like that, like Andor being like a spy thriller, political spy thriller type vibe.
And the Empire winning in a technology race, like developing way
Yeah.
faster than the rebels are.
In just like that type of thing where everyone's having conversations and you're having to hold in your head, what does this person know? What does this person want? What does this person think? This person's being like duped by this information because they've been told it, you know, at face
Way to
value
get
by
philosophical
one
there.
trustworthy source, by someone that got lied to. Like, I think that kind of thing is like very fun. Fun from a like a what like is engaging to my brain watching a show, and I think that that's what makes the writing really cool.
And is some of the value in, you know, art.
Yeah.
Is it, but nothing.
Okay,
against
so
AI.
now I have to
would
go
love
to-
watch a version of Star Wars where the message is, look.
Where are these
Look at this
places
shit.
that I have to go?
Spaceship, pretty
Look how
cool.
crazy that is.
Look how big the lightsaber we made is.
So that's my media moment. I was watching that stuff, and
That's your
Yet again, Havenage.
we're today going to talk about some racist commercials that
Is that it?
Peeps will be able to show up for soon, but Peeps
Hmm.
gathered for us. However, I do, before we start this, want to lead into it with I have been watching the NBA playoffs, and the NBA playoffs, it's a fun time. But whether it's regular TV or my YouTube TV or whatever, they play like the same 10 ads over and over and over.
Really drill it in.
Some of
Oh,
those
there we go.
ads
Easy.
I would love to spend more time talking about those
E.
ads because now I've had so many thoughts because I've seen each of them 100 times. But one that I can't stop thinking about is this Clorox commercial. And I don't know if I'll be able to find it quickly. Okay. Yes. I warned Jacob, so thank you for looking this up. I think that this might
Now
be
what?
what I'm looking for, but if not, I can find it. So let me just hit play. Let's just hit play here.
I must really enjoy playing with toilets.
Weird. Let's explain how we got here. Clorox did an
What?
experiment measuring people's brain waves and found that petting puppies feels pretty good.
Oh my goodness, hello.
Not surprising, but you know what feels even better? Cleaning a toilet.
Really?
For him, it did.
No.
That is crazy.
Whoa. And for these participants, clean felt better than getting a massage, playing video games, and getting their nails done.
This is some 1980s.
Oh, okay, cool.
And you'll love it.
I just have to go in and find these random units.
They loved marching in single file.
I do think that like the 1984 thing is like overdone, right?
Yeah.
Like that's overdone as a form of criticism. Like this voice, like there's multiple of these commercials where someone will go, like, do you think you like puppies or cleaning the toilet more? And she'll be like, puppies. And he'll go,
No.
you're wrong.
You're
We
objectively
studied your
wrong.
brainwaves.
You're an idiot. You're wrong.
And it shows that you...
Why is Clorox measuring brainwaves?
Why is Clorox trying to fight me with phrenology when I say I like petting puppies?
It is the craziest shit in the world to me. I don't get why they don't think this is dystopian.
And why? I'm sure somebody could give some cursory throwaway answer to like, well, what's the science here? No, I don't.
Like, I think that's
stop
the thing
telling
is
me
like,
that.
what exactly are you
Can we
measuring?
find another one of
Yeah,
those?
is it like
30-second spots?
dopamine?
I need to check your
Productive
math.
dopamine?
You know what I mean? Like, let's
'Cause,
get
like, there's another one that's like that one where the guy who's like, I guess I like he's like been manipulated. He's like, I guess I like cleaning toilets. Correct.
I guess
That's the correct thought.
I've
1
seen
plus
this-
1 equals 3, I guess.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Here at Clorox, we
You can go home now.
you're happy. Yeah, here at Clorox, you can go home now.
Here is your mandated meal for the week.
Yeah.
I also have seen this commercial a bunch because of the playoffs.
So I have to get into
and
here?
I have repeatedly.
I have to
been
get
like,
into the Warrens.
bullshit.
Anastasia's seeing a video about like how racist.
So I need
is
interface.
Bullshit. The
Wait.
Empire is right.
Hey Anastasia, what am I doing?
Bam.
Playing basketball?
Now I'm an interfacer. What are you gonna do?
Oh yeah, it feels better than a massage.
I can interface.
And then petting pup, like both of those. You can open both of those.
What's the negative? Ooh, that'll hurt me. That'll hurt me a lot, actually, if I fail that.
Alien interpretation of what's good.
So what I'm gonna do is crack a Yadigan data.
Following the edicts of Christ.
Being a good consumer feels better.
Maybe you're huffing fumes from bleach.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what's changing
You're
your brain.
huffing
And then take a
We
sleep,
discovered
sleep,
that you
sleep,
actually
sleep.
like petting puppies less than eating psilocybin mushrooms. You love mushrooms, and they just give them like non-psychoactive mushrooms. You love
They're like
this.
putting a washcloth of Clorox over their mouth before they start.
Each one of these just made me feel completely
Ooh, now I got really good rolls this time. All right. I think this is gonna be my last cycle. I like to keep these streams at about 2 hours here. And then I might play a little bit of Fortnite before bed. So.
You fucking liar! We've measured your brain waves. You lemming. We are in control. We are in control.
Okay.
Hear us clean.
I don't know. I think I
First things first, we're gonna pull a shift for my dude.
No, you don't.
All right.
We took your brain out and figured out that free will is an illusion and have mapped every action you'll take for the entirety of your life.
I guess they're right. I guess I'll go clean my toilet.
Yes, you did. I
Yes,
wrote it down. I wrote that down in my notes, and I was like, we have to talk about this. Wait, can we put it back?
That can't be the best line they had.
Sweet.
I didn't love doing the toilet one.
Yes, you did.
Hanging out with Mina gave me some food.
How many of these are
Perfect.
not people of color?
Well, people of color
Is this
are
not
easily
appealing to you?
manipulated by Big Clean. It's like a
100% positive on that.
Or whatever. He's like, I don't even like cleaning that much. Yes, you do.
Bam.
We measured your brain.
Awesome.
And you're at maximum capacity when you're cooking for dad.
According to my calipers, you love this.
Your brain is not fit for other work.
You don't like being a thug with low-hanging pants. Yeah, I never said that. Yes, you did.
Yes, you did. Okay.
Yes, you
let's
did.
see what
It's
else
so
it says.
funny. It should be. I was explaining like, or do you? You know.
Anything it's just like they're saying no. We measured your brain and you're fucking wrong.
You like it, I bet.
Clorox proved that you felt 61% better about cleaning than getting a massage.
That's
Okay, and then.
Rethink what makes you feel good.
Oh, I can't do it twice? Ah.
Rethink.
Don't think.
Retrain your mind.
Rethink what you don't want to get a massage.
Think again.
I have a 25% chance to pull this off.
Double
I believe.
This is wild. I can't believe this.
Let's take it from
Yes,
the
you
top.
can.
You love cleaning this counter.
What?
In fact, Clorox's
Damn it.
latest
It was close.
experiment
It was
proved
close.
you enjoyed it more than a manicure.
No, you did.
I don't even know myself anymore.
72%
We know you better than you know yourself.
You are meat. You are piggy to the slaughter. We are the farmer.
Jacob, can you see if there's
We
one
are the
more white hand,
farmer.
please?
Not this again. Here we go.
I know. I'm
Well, if you watch that one,
single
if you
issue
watch that
voter.
1 minute 30-second one, that is like the full video, I think.
Mm.
Or the most full one.
Can you just go through it and see if there's a?
Oh,
Okay,
there's
there
one
is
guy.
one white man
Monkey
in there.
discovered.
Token white guy. G versus D.
If there's one thing I love, it's mayonnaise.
Did it just crash?
Cleaning a
You love
toilet.
cleaning. Different white stuff.
But we're not experts in brain activity, so
Right.
we needed
It did.
actual
All right, well.
scientists and
We're
tech
good at
experts.
I guess I had to keep my word.
This guy.
I was gonna squeeze one extra cycle in there, but it said nope, 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 nope. You said one more, and that was it. So, thank you everyone for joining. I'm not sure what we're doing in the morning. I guess I'll find out. We'll come up with a plan right now. Well, I don't have anything planned, so I might just spend a little bit of time setting up the streams for the rest of the week. So we'll figure it out. Either way, thank you for joining, and until then, we'll see you next time.
Okay, thank you.
So these sensors measure
You
brain
fool.
waves, which gives us a glimpse into what the brain is doing. Now, by measuring these differences, we can create our feel-good index.
Wait, but what is
Pause. But the issue with this is the same thing that happens with those like news articles that go, actually eating cookies is good for you or whatever.
Because we measured something.
Yeah, it's like you're drawing a conclusion that no one, if they were actually putting their reputation on the line, would draw. And I'm sure there's a bunch of disclosures where they say that they're not actually saying that.
We're
but
lying.
the
None of this
commercial
happened.
is actually saying that. The
Yeah.
commercial is